Claire with the Social Media Advisor. I am so excited for today because I get to introduce some people that I get to work with every single day. Intricate part of my team. I need to share them with you. I know I've done an interview with Nikki before, but not in this way. And so I really am just juiced. Nikki is my superhero, and her brand is called Marvel Marketing Squad. Welcome, Nikki.
Hello, Holly. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining. We met, I think we decided that we met like 7 or 8 years ago.
For doing a Girl Scout something.
Yeah, we were Girl Scout peoples. You are still a Girl Scout person. Actually, we're Girl Scouts for life, right?
Yep.
And
a lifer.
Yes. And I needed some help with some projects, and you happened to be available and said, hey, I don't mind, I'll help. And that's kind of how we got our team started. And it's been amazing because you've got such a vast experience in content development, content curation, marketing. I'd love for you to talk about your background and what Marvel Marketing focuses on.
Well, my background is really diverse in that I did marketing in the corporate world for many, many years. I have a degree in graphic design, and then for fun, I was a freelance copywriter before I started my business for years and years and years. So I combine my skill set of design and writing and marketing to help other businesses create and post like stellar content for their companies. So I can do all kinds of content, from design elements like infographics or social media graphics or flyers or whatever they need, to copywriting, so blogs and web content and anywhere that they need copy, to posting and scheduling, event promotion, just anywhere they need content, I can help them with content.
And that's really powerful to note. It was really a challenge trying to figure out how to implement someone outside of myself into the business that I could trust. And one of the most beautiful things about you and your team is the fact that you and your team have the ability to talk the messaging of others. And so you've actually spoken my social media messaging for at least a few years now.
I think we're going on 3 this summer.
Is it 3? Oh my goodness.
3 this summer, yeah.
See, that's just me. So you guys don't know, but Nikki is the voice behind this. And it's my content. It's my voice. She knows me so well that she's able to take my brand, my colors, my personality, and put that into social. So when we do social media management for businesses, it's imperative that we do the interviews, that we do the monthly follow-ups, because of the fact that if anything changes with the voice or we're not speaking it right, we all need to learn from that and grow from that. And so, there's clients that we've been doing social media marketing for at least 7 years, and others who have been newly onboarded. And it's imperative that we continue to grow and morph and change. And because of her background and experience, it's just what she lives and breathes. So I am able to bring strategy to the table, and she brings all of her graphic design and content experience and thoroughly trains and onboards her content people as well, so that they can also speak the same messaging. And gosh, it's such an amazing experience.
Yeah, I've been a brand enthusiast for many years. Back when branding started being a hot topic in the corporate world, I got so, juiced about it. I was talking to my manager, and they're like, we need you to teach this to our project managers. So I've actually been teaching branding for over a decade now, just because I am so passionate about branding and, approaching your company from a branded perspective and really understanding your brand. So when I bring people onto my squad, my team, whether they're copywriters or social media curators, I really promote and push and make sure they understand what branding is and what to look for, so that we can make sure that we're always trying to match the voice and tone that's already been established for the company.
And you guys are so great at that. And, we have conversations often in Social Power Program about you and I, about branding and what that really looks like. And because you've lived and breathed, you lived it, you breathe it, It's what you get to do every day. And it's not what I get to do. It's what you enjoy doing.
Right.
You only do the stuff you like.
Branding is definitely like a passion project for me, helping small businesses, because I believe that you should be following your purpose, and then, making sure people really understand branding, because there's a lot of confusion about it, so that everyone can be putting themselves out there the best way.
And there is confusion about it. People use the word branding very, very loosely.
Right.
And, there's a loose definition of it, and it's a keyword that's overused now.
Actually, there's multiple definitions depending on who you talk to. And so that's part of the challenge, since people don't understand what branding is and what it isn't. They'll go around thinking that they're branded when they haven't actually done the branding work yet, or they're just looking at it from the wrong way, from the wrong perspective, which throws their strategy off. So one of the first things I teach in the branding workshops that I do is what a brand isn't. And a brand isn't your logo. It isn't your website. It's not your reputation, and it's not your identity. And then everybody looks at me and goes, then what
is it?
Right? Because it's one of these high level concepts, right? It's not where you can go, oh, well, your reputation. It's not. Really what branding is the art of aligning how you feel about your company with how your audience feels about your company, how your customers feel about your company. And the real hard part to grasp for most business owners is that they're not in control of their own brand. Because if your audience is how they feel about your company is what branding is, you can't control that. So I always use the same example because it seems to work, which is, for me, Best Buy's brand is terrible customer service. And that's because every time I've gone into Best Buy and needed customer service help, I walked away pretty frustrated. And so Best Buy obviously isn't marketing themselves or branding themselves as a company that provides terrible customer service. So their idea of their brand and my idea of their brand are vastly different. But branding is the art of aligning those two things. So what a business owner has to do is put themselves out there in a way with every single touch point they have with their audience in the way that they want to influence how people feel about them, in hopes that for the majority of people, they end up that's branding. So it's really like a high level concept. It's not, just, oh, you throw together a logo and you pick some colors and some pretty fonts and suddenly you have a brand. And now the branding work is figuring out who you are and how you serve and your messaging and how you show up and who you want to be when you grow up, and, creating a strategy, then going to the design, and then going to, the marketing and everything else, and creating a strategy around, who you are.
Yes. And so in the process of being with the social media advisor and branding social media advisor, couple words have always come to mind from our clients: nurturing, educational, value, right? We're providing value, high quality content, and people know us for that. And that's why they follow us, and constantly educating, constantly providing information, and lots of color. My brand is definitely not minimalist. and and if you've ever been to my office, this is true.
And with a dash of fun, right? Your brand has this dash of fun to it, right?
Yes.
The awesome and the emojis and, the fun element to it. And, they wouldn't have those thoughts about you and your brand if you weren't showing up, exhibiting those qualities. So understanding how you show up and how you want to show up and how you want your audience to feel about you is an important element of branding.
I love that. And when you talk about content could be a general word as well. Content is everything from putting together the images and wording for your social media posts, putting together the images and wording for your blogs.
And your website.
The website content. You've done PowerPoint presentations. You've done ebooks and workbooks.
Anytime you're putting together your copy and your design in a way that you're going to present it to your audience, you're developing content.
And that is what Marvel Marketing Squad is, their core essential. And I cherish you as being a part of the team, and You're just such a treasure to me. Guys, I really would love for you to, and thank you for those of you who've joined us, Caroline and Monique, I appreciate you very much. Jeff, Holly, social media advisor. It looks like the social media advisor is playing on this video right now, engaging and reacting. It's amazing. So thank you guys for joining. I will share below some ways to get in touch with Nikki and the Marvel Marketing Squad. They are your superheroes in branding and content, and they are my superheroes. So those of you who've ever wondered, I do the strategy. Nikki's team does the content development and images, and I am so proud. And I will tell you, if there's anyone who has ever said that they would love high quality images with high quality status updates, this is where you're going to find that. Conjunction with strategy, we're a powerhouse team. And I can say that confidently and empowered because that is my word for this year, and that is who we are. So it is a pleasure to serve all of our clients with this powerhouse. And I am going to share with you in just a few moments, I'm going to introduce the next component of our powerhouse team on the next live video. So definitely check it out. Thanks so much for joining. Nikki, any last words?
Just honored to be a part of your team, and that you welcome me in and that you appreciate what I do and you're willing to share me with the world. I think that's fantastic. So
I love you. And Caroline can say, I can certainly say that Nikki knows branding. So much truth. Thank you guys for joining. Those of you who watch later, definitely check her out. I'm going to put her info in comments below. Make sure to follow her on all of her social channels. Let's be awesome in branding and content. Cheers.
Have a good day.